Hi, it's Richard from Ignite Growth, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about why we set up Ignite Growth Consultancy a couple of years ago and how we can help you as a business and support you with your business growth and your digital transformation. Now, myself and my wife Jackie set up Ignite Growth in 2019, really on the back of me running Digital Media Edge, my digital agency, for the past 5 years, and being asked directly by customers to go in and spend days within the business. Now, this was more on a consultancy basis, as a non-exec director in some cases, to sit on the board and make sure that the strategy they got in place was, one, robust enough, but two, was going to deliver the revenue growth goals that they wanted to deliver. So I would often audit their existing strategy, help them plan out new elements to the strategy or a totally new strategy. And also, as part of that process, I would audit where they were in their digital transformation. So where they were on that transition of moving from being an old traditional company into a more modern, digitally transformed company, to improve the user experience, to make sure that they were embracing technology and software and systems in the right way, and also to make sure that every part of that business was being digitally transformed, not just marketing or sales, which were often the drivers and the champions of digital transformation within companies, wanted to really modernize how they marketed or how they sold, but actually operations, the service side, the senior management, the reporting, finance, every element of that business, but also how skilled their workforce was, how digitally skilled they were, how we could get training to upskill them, and all of these elements needed to be aligned, if you like, to make sure that digital transformation was helping that business to grow and not just embracing another piece of software or another piece of technology that was not connected to everything else and certainly not connected to the overall growth. So that is really where Ignite Growth came from. We'd come from my wife doing work with the DFE, so Department for Education. Jackie's been a teacher for 30 odd years, and she was then doing consultancy work with the DFE across Lincolnshire with phonics and helping schools with their reading standards. So really she was already doing consultancy work, and I was getting requests from businesses that I was working with and some that we weren't working with at all, to go in on a weekly basis, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, act as a non-exec in certain cases as well on the board of directors, and also to run workshops and training for companies and organisations. So really that wasn't connected to what the work I was doing with Digital Media Edge, which was very much around systems and execution of strategy. Really Ignite Growth was more the strategic planning and then the making sure that we measured the right metrics to get that revenue growth goals that businesses were aiming for. So that's just a little bit about Ignite Growth and how we came about. Certainly, if you want to have a conversation with myself, make sure you email me on richard@ignitegrowth.co.uk or click on one of the links on this page, and we'll be able to plan out an hour-long strategy call, and I'll happily go through your growth goals, some of the challenges you're facing, the gaps, some of the opportunities you feel you have for growth as well. So really that hour is just aimed for me to get to know your business and just give you some advice on how to map out that growth strategy and make sure it's achievable around revenue goals. All right, so that's a little bit about us. If you've got anything you want to know, just get in touch.